wearable Barbie makeup. What I love about the Barbie looks coming out in the Barbie movie is that everyone has a sense of looking natural. Sure, some characters are wearing bright or bolder colors, but they're applied in a way that's more wearable that still brings attention to their unique beauty versus just the makeup. If you're new to my channel, my name is Megan Brown. I'm a professional makeup artist in Southern California, and I'm all about simplifying beauty. If you want to learn more about how to enhance your own features while looking natural in a minimal amount of time, go ahead and subscribe. That way you catch all the videos and continue to learn how to do your makeup more efficiently and create styles that you love. In the past, when I've searched Barbie inspired makeup, you're gonna see a lot of cut creases, wigs, contacts, and just because you're doing a Barbie look doesn't mean that you have to wear bright fuchsia eyeshadow or bold colors that look like they're painted on versus makeup. No shade to those of you that like to wear that kind of makeup, but when you really think about it, what makeup styles are we actually seeing in the real world of 2023 versus the virtual world? We're starting to see looks that are more natural, wearable, quick and easy, but still enhancing and embracing our own features. I am so excited about the movie because there are different representations of Barbie, because Barbie is everyone. Anyone can be Barbie. You don't have to be a different character if you don't have blonde hair and blue eyes. And if we were to think of Barbie as an actual human, she's probably just gonna look like her personal best by enhancing her features, which means that you can look your personal best and literally become your own Barbie. In today's video, I broke it up into 5 different sections. We're gonna go from beginning to end while I give you tips on application, product recommendation, and style. I took a few different inspirations, combined them all together, and created my very own Barbie inspired look. So with the inspirations that I chose, I'm going for a modern soft glam look. So let's dive into the video of my Margot Robbie Barbie inspired makeup look. Ooh, here we go. Having a good moisturizer is going to be the start of a good makeup application. I'm going to use the Dermatology Daydream moisturizer. I am going to use this just to give myself a nice hydrated layer to my skin. You can't have a Barbie look without the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Skin Rose Essence. For anyone that has dry to normal skin, take a few drops, put it in the palms of your hand, and you can press onto your skin. This literally smells like heaven in a jar. It is amazing. I am literally obsessed with this product, and it gives a really nice slip and base for makeup to be blended on top of. Next up, I'm going to use the Star Glow Say Primer, and I just used one pump. I'm going to quickly throw it on to the high points of my face. So that is going to be my cheekbones here, put a little bit on the brow bone, again over here, maybe a little bit on my nose. I like for my forehead to have a little bit of a glow on these outer corners. So sometimes I will throw a illuminating primer in these sections, and I'm just gonna take a wet beauty blender. I can't get any water out of this. I'm going to quickly just blend it to make sure there are no hard lines where that primer was just applied. Next up, I'm going to use a medium coverage foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. I'm gonna actually use a foundation brush today, and if you have been here on my channel, you know that I typically do makeup with my hands, but for the sake of switching it up, I am going to apply my makeup with makeup brushes. Side note with makeup brushes, if you have any kind of breakout on your complexion, avoid using brushes in that area. You will literally just be moving around bacteria all over the rest of your face and possibly causing those future breakouts. So be really mindful when you're using beauty blenders, foundation brushes, or anything that's touching any kind of problem area on your skin. Let me know in the comments, how often are you cleaning your brushes? You should be cleaning your personal brushes once a week if you are using foundation brushes and anything with creams. Your powder brushes can go a little bit longer because they're not typically going to harbor and continue to create bacteria in the brush. Moving right along into concealer, I am going to use this eye brightener. It's new from NARS. It is in the color Night Swan. I think it's the lightest color because your girl's fair, but I'm also using it as a highlight. So this color is not going to be necessarily giving me coverage on the rest of my complexion. I'm going to be putting it in places that are going to be used as a highlight. So these places look like around the eye area, So if you notice, I'm not putting a whole lot of product on. I am keeping my product minimal. You don't have to wear a lot of product in order for it to make a difference. Surprise, surprise, because here in the virtual world, you're constantly seeing people just like putting a ton of foundation and concealer all over their face. Not necessary. So what I like to do is I like to build a little bit of coverage where I need it the most. So I will initially apply my concealer in a couple of places like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my fingertips this time because NARS products really work well with the warmth of your fingertips. And I'm just gonna blend this out. So this will also help remove a little bit of that product while blending it and just help move it around to get a little bit more coverage in the surrounding areas without having to apply concealer directly there. I am going to continue to highlight right around the nose area, right where I have my smile lines. So I'm gonna just help create the illusion that they're not there. And I'm going to just blend, trying to keep the product in place as much as possible. Okay, I need to add eye drops, which is usually something I do at the very beginning. So I'm gonna grab those. Take a look at my eyes currently. And I'm going to just add a drop, and let Lumify do its magic. My eyes are gonna be bright white, wide awake, and looking their best in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna continue to take the leftover concealer that is on my hand, and I'm gonna take it right underneath my mouth. I'm going to keep my skin with all creams. I am not gonna set it right now. I'm going to do that at the end in step 5. And I'm gonna do that because I want to have some room for error. Once I set it with powder, it's much harder to fix anything that happened. So if you keep it all creams while you do your eyes, you're going to love yourself for being able to make it easy to go back and fix any mistakes. Because I am going to be wearing a little bit more color on my lips, I want to start off with that color so that the rest of my makeup is balanced with the lip. I am taking Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk, classic color. Looks good on pretty much everyone. And I'm gonna fill in my lips. So on the outer corner, I just overdraw that slightly to help make a more symmetrical lip. But that's the fun thing about makeup, is you can correct where you are not symmetrical. So I just grabbed a little bit of the Haas Labs lip oil in this pink color. Now you'll see my lips are going to start becoming this really pretty pink tone. I am going to start with the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light, and I am going to fill in the bottom lash line. So what I like to do is I'll set the pencil and then I will close my eye so then that way I can feel exactly where the pencil is when I'm going back and forth. And already you can see how much brighter my eyes just became. Next, I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Color Stick in the color Blossom. This is a lighter pink tone and I am going to use this as the base of my eye. You could use this completely by itself if you really want to, but we're gonna use this as a base to start building that pink tone. I am going to apply it all over the lid, and then I'm going to use my soft blending brush and just blend out that outer edge. Now these pencils dry quickly, so there's not much time to blend them out. So make sure that when you use it, do one eye at a time and then blend out with either your finger or a soft blending brush. I'm gonna add a little bit of this color underneath as well. Now I'm gonna use the Magnetic Matte Eye Color from Nude Sticks in the color Taupe, and I am going to use my bottom lash line as my guideline. I look straight ahead into the mirror and I basically pretend like my bottom lash line is gonna continue to go in an upward angle. This is gonna help my eyes look more awake, more open, and create upward angles instead of bringing my eyeliner down. You typically want to be lifting your features, not bringing them down. I am going to just grab a small soft blending brush and softly blend out this color. So I want this to be as soft as possible and almost look like it's an eyeshadow instead of an eyeliner pencil. I'm just gonna do little circular motions to make sure that that's just fully blended and has a really nice soft edge. I get a lot of questions about what colors look best on different eyes. There's not just like a quick and easy answer to that, but if you study color analysis, you will better understand what colors are enhancing for you, which will then make you look like your brightest and most youthful self. And that's what Barbie's all about, right? Looking her best, enhancing her own features, and really just embracing who she is. I have two shadows that I'm gonna use. They're both from Makeup Forever. First, I'm gonna use this soft pink tone. It is the color 546, and the darker purple is 928. I'm gonna take that lighter shade and work it into my blending brush. And what I'm gonna first do is start by looking straight ahead into the mirror and applying it into my crease. Then I'm gonna take whatever is left over on the brush and go onto the lid. Now notice the difference in the two sides. Can you see how applying a little bit above the crease onto my brow bone, see how much higher I am going here? It's making my eyes look bigger, and it's allowing you to see the shadow color when my eyes are open. This trick is also great for hooded lids. Anyone with hooded lids needs to make sure that you are bringing your eyeshadow up way higher. I'm gonna take that same lighter tone color, put it on my small soft blending brush, and I'm going to just apply right underneath the eye where we have that taupe color eyeliner. Next, I'm gonna use a smudge brush. I'm going to put it into my purple shadow, get it on both sides, tap the brush off, start at the base of my lid to help create more depth with my shadow here. So see how much more depth that already created by just adding that one shadow. So I'm gonna go a little bit darker at the base here by just going back and forth in a line. Now that I built up that shadow at the base, I'm just gonna take that same blending brush that we've been working with and go over that very outer edge. That way there isn't a hard line. So see how it's now a softer eye, but I do have different levels of intensity. It's darkest at the lash line and then gradiates upward and gets softer. I'm gonna throw mascara on and move on to the next step. Mascara is on, and you're starting to see that I'm becoming a sweaty looking mess. This is not what the finished look is going to look like, but I do want you to see the difference of what my makeup looks like without dimension and without powder. So take a look at this side by side. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in the color taupe. I always focus on the tail of my brows first because I'm a blondie and this is where I need the most help. So what I usually do is I focus on rounding this one out to match to this side a little bit more. And then I focus on making this brow at the beginning a little bit more straight because that's how the hairs naturally grow on that brow. Step 2 to brows is Glossier Boy Brow, and this is in the color blonde. I am going to put this through the brow to make the hair look more uniform. Although this is not my everyday brow look, this helps me understand what I really like and maybe be surprised that I like something that I changed. You also never know what might actually look a lot better than what you're currently doing. That brow looks good to me. Moving on to step 5, cheeks. Cheeks are going to include our contour, blush, illuminator, possibly bronzer. Barbie definitely has a great jawline. She has great cheekbones. I am going to go for the contour, and I'm gonna put it on my hand first because you can't clean this applicator. I'm going to take my Senna Angle Contour Brush, see where I want my jawline to be, and I'm going to draw this contour right below that line. Get a little bit more product. And I'm going to just slightly come up above my jaw. So my jaw is right here and that product is ending right there. And I'm going to also take this product underneath my chin. I'm gonna go onto the other side. So see how I have this pocket right here? I don't want that to show. So I am going to apply this contour right above that, right at my jawline. And then I'm gonna go downward with the brush to just kind of help make that skin disappear. But I wanna make sure that it is seamless, so I do need to bring this contour product further down my neck. Next up is my cheeks. This is where your makeup being in all creams is going to be super beneficial because you can go backwards and forwards with your steps and still be able to fix them. So this is always a great tool. I'm going to blend out that outer edge to make it more seamless. This wouldn't be a Barbie look without a pink blush, and I am loving this new Afterglow Liquid Blush by NARS in the color Behave. I'm going to tap right on top of my cheekbone with where I want this color. And once again, I'm going to correct from bringing it a little too high and then just blend it out with my Beauty Blender. I'm going to take my foundation brush that has a little bit of that leftover foundation and just tap out wherever I see it needs to be a little bit more blended. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. This is going to make the biggest difference with how my skin looks right now. Right now, I probably look like a sweaty mess because I have all creams on, but watch the magic of setting your makeup. I am going to use 2 different powders from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use color number 1 in my highlight placements, which is much lighter in tone, and color number 2 on the rest of my face. I'm going to make sure that I did not settle in any creases under my eyes. This is just going to be to set it to help cut that shine in the places that I don't want it. Let me get a little bit here up on the forehead. So take a look at the difference of the 2 sides of my face. Do you see how, because this is shiny right here, it brings more attention to the loss of elasticity around my mouth versus when I mattify this area here. Mattify but still look hydrated, big difference there. But do you see how this now looks more flat and makes me look younger and more youthful? I'll go ahead and even myself out. I'm gonna take color number 2 by Charlotte Tilbury, a soft powder brush. I can set the rest of my face with just a little bit of powder. I'm gonna use the blush Impassioned by NARS. This is a soft, subtle pink. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to reapply right on top of where I put that cream blush. Do you see that the color just got a little bit more intensified? I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I want to add the same color onto my eye. So I'm just gonna take a soft blending brush, grab that blush, and just use a little tiny bit above the crease on my brow bone in a similar placement that we did earlier, just to kind of help have a little bit more of cohesiveness with my makeup. Now I am going to use NARS Orgasm Illuminating Loose Powder. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna put it on the very high points of my cheek and just tap this on. My touch is extremely light. Okay, now see how I'm getting that nice shine? Another thing that I'm really aware of is I'm not gonna go right where my crow's feet are. I'm going to apply this right onto the top of my cheekbone where I do not have any fine lines, so that my skin here is highlighted without highlighting any fine lines and wrinkles. I am all about placing your products in the placements that are going to benefit you the most. And when you apply shimmer, you have to be really careful about where you apply it, so that way you are not enhancing what you do not want to be enhanced. That wraps up our makeup application. Let me get into hair and wardrobe so I can really fully embrace this Barbie look. In my Barbie outfit, I crimped my hair, and now you can see how all of my images came together to create my own unique Barbie. I hope that you feel inspired to take different inspirations and use them to your benefit. Remember that Barbie has always set out to teach young girls you can be anything to live your dream. Be independent and be strong women. By embracing your features and enhancing your natural beauty, you literally can be your own unique Barbie. So do it. If you like this video, let me know. This was way out of my comfort zone to do a Barbie inspired look. I am all about just teaching how to simplify makeup, and I really wanted to create a very simple wearable Barbie look. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I'll see you soon. Bye.